What's going on, everyone? So look, we haven't done one of these Q&A videos since February, and it's what, mid-June now. So it's about time we do another one of these Q&A videos. And there's been a lot of questions about my surgery that just happened, and I want to fill you in on kind of where I'm at the moment and sort of what to expect, and also general life stuff that you guys always ask me. So let's just go ahead and dive in. But first of all, if you want to know where all these questions come from, they come from Instagram. So if you don't follow me over there, go ahead and do that right now, because there's other reasons why I want you to follow and watch my stories, because some folks were talking about the new coming soon, hopefully, summer outfit critique video, and that's where I'll put out the announcement to send in your photos. I don't have a date yet on when we're doing that, but it's going to happen, so you've got to stay tuned to the Instagram to find out kind of when that's happening. So anyway, let's dive in. All right, first question. Will you be doing more collaborations with Gent Z? I hope so. I had a pretty good time doing that. I know that James is his name, has been growing really quickly on YouTube, and I love that. He's a young guy. I want to say he's like 25, but he's making a lot of positive noise in the men's style space for young guys, and I really do. I like that. He seems like a really good guy. We've only interacted a few times before doing that video. If you haven't seen it, go to his page on YouTube and you'll find it. There's a picture of me and him in the thumbnail. But yeah, I would love to do something in person. When I watched it back, it's so funny when you do these video podcasts with people. It's different when you're doing it. For example, I thought when we were talking over Zoom, it was a really sort of quick back and forth and really engaging back and forth conversation. But when I watched it back, I felt like I was kind of slow. I don't know if it was a delay or how he sort of had to edit the delay that made it seem like I was slow. It's fine. It's just I'm nitpicking myself and I'm my own worst critic. But otherwise, yeah, super good guy. I would love to do something again with him because, like I said, I think he's making some really positive noise in this space, and I think it's needed, especially with that younger demographic. So yeah, I'd love to do more with James. How much do you rely on other people's opinions for your style? Whose? I don't rely on anybody's opinions. In fact, I don't rely on anyone, honestly, truth be told. I do keep my finger on the pulse of what's happening, right? I think that's my responsibility if I'm going to, talk about style advice to you guys, or to really anybody for that matter. Yeah, I need to kind of understand what the trends are, what summer colors are, what fabrics work better in certain climates. I need to know that stuff so I can explain it to anyone who wants to hear. But there are certain things that I do that I think work, but then when I go out and I'm, have like a wine day with some buddies or something, or we're gonna go hang out somewhere, it's like, dude, what, how come you're doing that? I think I had, I don't know exactly what I was wearing, but I wore a pair of shorts with loafers, and I don't know what shirt it was. It may have been a long sleeve linen shirt that was tucked into the shorts or something like that. I don't know exactly. It's been a few months. And I was sort of questioning my own decision, but I went for it anyway because it was outside the box. And I was asking some buddies, like, oh, what do you think? And they're like, I wouldn't have done that. So I'm just staying in my lane, doing what I think is right for me. And generally, it's pretty vanilla for the most part. I do try to sort of stretch my boundaries every now and then, but I'm not afraid to try new things. I'm not afraid to try new colors. I do like that sort of old money aesthetic, whatever you want to call it, but that seems to be the hot buzz phrase right now. I do sort of like what's going on there because that seems to suit my style really well and kind of what I was doing anyway, with dress pants and shirts that, shirts tucked in, loafers, dress shoes, that kind of a thing with no logos, solid, dark solids, no patterns and crazy color patterns. That's kind of where I was going anyway, so I do kind of like that. But anyway, that was a long answer to a very short question. But no, I don't rely on anyone for what I do for myself. Okay, here we go. Not to get too deep, but do you regret not having kids? I don't think I want to have any either. I don't really regret not having kids. I can have kids. I mean, technically I can have kids, but I kind of can't have kids. The odds are against me on having my own kids. it gets to biology and all that, I won't really get into any of that. But for a long time in my previous marriage, we were kind of happy, didn't really want kids. And then later, after, I don't know, 10 years or something, I suppose, maybe not even that long, we talked about having kids. Do you want to have kids? I'm like, sure, let's go. No big deal. Couldn't have kids. Tried and tried and tried. Both got checked out. I was the one who had the problem, and it just wasn't in the cards. So I'm fine. The only thing I do think about every now and then is, like, who's going to come visit me when I'm 95 years old in some retirement home somewhere? Like, no one's going to come visit, right? So, but otherwise, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. What is your workout program, routine, split? I would love to see a full video on this. So I have sprinkled in some of my workout routine in a few videos recently. I haven't done like a full video. I don't think I'm qualified to give a full video on fitness or anything. I'm not really a fitness guy. I am in the gym. I've been in the gym since January, so it's been 6 months. I have seen progress. I haven't seen the progress that I think I should have seen, but that's on me. That's my deal. So I could do something, right? But I think as far as like my program is, I have a trainer and I see him twice a week. And then on the off days, I'm here at the house doing barbell stuff. Now, do I do barbell stuff every single day? No, I don't. I do skip days. If I'm busy or if I want to take a day off, I won't do that. And again, that's on me. That's on me. We tend to do full body workouts at the gym. My training sessions are 1 hour, so we'll do full body. We do some splits during, like every time I go. We might focus more on shoulders, back, and then next time we'll focus more on like tricep, bicep type stuff and chest. But we always do a full body split. We're always doing legs. And because of the surgery, there were some things that I couldn't do. Like I'm not doing squats anymore. At least I couldn't for the last 2 months, I want to say. I couldn't do squats, sumo squats. I can't do walking lunges. That pissed off the whole hernia thing. We'll talk about that in just a second. But I could do a full video on just what I do. Again, understand that I'm not a fitness guy. I would be coming from the angle of this is what I do. Yeah, maybe I get my trainer on. Actually, that's a good idea. Now that I think about it, I'll see if I'll see if my trainer Logan wants to take some time and maybe come do a video with me. We'll see. Okay, here we go. Has the car met your expectations? Absolutely. I'm having a really good time with that thing. If you don't know, I have a 2022 Corvette Stingray 3LT, fully loaded. It's been really cool. It's got the Z51 on it. It's got everything. And I do like it. I do like it. It's sort of a placeholder for an Audi R8. You guys know, if you follow the Audi R8, the V10, I want that car so freaking bad. It's just one of those lofty aspirations that I can't quite achieve right now. But this car, this new Corvette, is really sort of scratching that itch for me right now. I'm loving it. I've done a bunch of stuff on it already. I did a full matte PPF on it. The car's gloss black, and that matte PPF makes it look like it's satin black. So you can see through that satin PPF. So if it was red, gloss red, it'd be a matte red. If it was blue, it'd be matte blue, right? So you're seeing through it, and it's got that thicker, if you guys remember that, like back in the day, that 3M clear bra, that thick kind of rubberized material, that's what this is. It's on the whole entire car. There were some elements that we left gloss that were clear PPF. Anyway, I'm going on a tangent. I put a splitter on it already. It has wheels and tires on it. I want to lower it and get an exhaust for it, and I put a bunch of carbon on it already. Mirror caps and some interior pieces that I've done already. But after, I want to lower it and get an exhaust, and then I'm going to sit and be happy for a while. But anyway, I'm loving it. It's for the bang for the buck. You cannot, and I'll argue with pretty much anyone, you cannot beat bang for the buck for this new Corvette. It's really cool. The only thing, my only apprehension is it's getting to be a very common car. Like everyone has the Corvette now, so it doesn't really stand out as much. But I'm trying to make mine look a little bit more devious, so it does stand out a little bit more. Anyway, that's my thing. I'm a car guy, and yes, I'm loving it. One more thing about the car, I just forgot to add, what kind of mileage does the new car get? I don't really know, and I don't pay attention, and I don't really care all that much. I think the last time I looked, Just around town, I saw 16, and that was a week ago when I filled up and got gas, and I actually looked and reset the trip counter. I haven't done a road trip really in it yet, like through a full tank of gas to know what it does on the highway, but I saw 16 with mixed highway and city driving, so I think that's pretty good. All right, one more before we get into the surgery I just had. Natalia is asking, I met Natalia a couple months ago, actually, at one of the San Diego Fashion Week shows. Really talented hair and makeup artist. When are you going on a Europe trip? I don't know. That sort of bucket list stuff. And actually, I think somebody asked that question, so we'll get into that later in this video. I've got a Cabo trip coming up in 2 weeks. 6 of us are going. It should be a pretty good time. It's just going to be a 4-day trip there and back. But Natalia, as far as a Europe trip, I don't know. I don't have anything planned. I might, hopefully, we'll see, go to Nicaragua in August. I don't know yet. My buddy Sean is traveling the world full time. He retired. He's a retired police officer, and he's like, peace out, and he's traveling the freaking world. The guy is amazing. And right now he's in Nicaragua, in Grenada. I think that's where he's at, and he's there for 3 months. And so me and my buddy Scott want to go down and possibly see him in August. Sean, I don't know that you know that yet. You don't know that yet, but I was going to try to go down myself. Scott and I were talking about it, so we might come see you, buddy. We'll see. Okay, there were many questions about the operation, the surgery, the hernia. What did I do? What did I get? What happened? Some people aren't in the loop, and that's fine. I'm going to throw some images on the screen, not of me or anything, but of some just cartoon stuff on Google of what I had and that I got it fixed. So I had I think it's a lower inguinal hernia. I've been dealing with it since about 2020, actually since 2020. I had an appointment to get surgery, I think it was mid-April 2020. You know what happened? The world shut down and all of those non-essential surgeries were canceled. I couldn't get it fixed. And it wasn't really at the point yet, it wasn't bothering me. I was just kind of dealing with it. It didn't affect my life. It didn't really affect anything. It was just this sort of bulge down there. And I'll show pictures of kind of where mine was because it was in a different spot. But it didn't really affect anything I was doing in my life. So I'm like, you know what? Quarantine was happening. It was like a year later. It wasn't bugging me. I just deal with it, kick the can down the road a little while. So it wasn't until this year when I was in the gym that it really started to bother me. And it's like there was pain and soreness that I haven't really felt before. And it was getting kind of pissed off down there. So anyway, long story short, I just got it done. There was a scheduling snafu like a month and a half ago where I thought I was going in for surgery, but it wasn't surgery. It was a whole thing. Got it done a few days ago on Thursday. Today is Sunday that I'm filming this video. You guys will see, hopefully, this video tomorrow on Monday. So a lot of times hernias will pop out through your lower abdomen. I'll try to put some stuff on the screen right about now where your small intestines break through some muscle fibers and bulge out of your lower abdomen in various sort of places. Well, mine, and I don't know how common this is. I think it's relatively common. I think it's more common to have it in your lower abdomen. Mine, you know when you're a little boy and your balls are up, right? And then you reach a certain age and they drop down? I don't know all the scientific names of the canal that the balls sort of pass through to settle down into your sac. Well, my small intestines broke through the muscle and went down into my right ball, gonad area. So it was kind of puffy on that one side, that right side. So that's all fixed. So right now I've got a scar, 2.5 inches long on my right upper pube area. So he didn't do the laparoscopic where they poke a bunch of holes, they put a camera through your belly button, and then they do like a tool through each hole in your side of your abdomen. He cut a big hole, went in, got it done, and there's no visible stitches. The stitches are on the inside, but I have glue on the outside. No swimming, no submerging. I can shower gently around that area. Yeah, and I'm going to Mexico in a couple weeks, so I'm right on that 2-week cutoff of where I can submerge. I've got an appointment on the 24th which is a little bit before I leave, and they'll see how it's doing. Can I get in the pool? That kind of a thing. So we'll see. Surgery, it went well. It went fine. Very, very, very sore the first couple days. I was in bed sleeping for most of the first day to day and a half. What's today? To Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So today's Sunday, third day, fourth day, however you want to count those days. Feeling pretty good. I actually got out of the house yesterday afternoon and went to get dinner and a glass of wine. I was home in bed by 8:30, so it wasn't a crazy night. But I was able to get out. I was able to slowly get into a car, get out of the car, walk to the restaurant. So I was able to do that, which is good. I think it's good that you kind of get up and walk around as much as you can without overdoing it. So I've been trying to move around the house, right? Just to kind of keep things moving. There was a question, I'll try to put it on the screen, and it says, are you as petrified to have a BM, bowel movement, as I was when I had that surgery a few years ago? I was absolutely terrified. Yeah, I was petrified, just like you. I went like 2 days without having a bowel movement, and I'm the regular guy. I'm like 3 to 4 bowel movements a day. And I had like 2 days where I didn't have one, and I was like, oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh my God. But it was totally fine. Not to, too much information, but totally fine. Everything still works. Lots of bruising down there, but some swelling. I'm doing ice. I'm off the Norco, and I'm just on Advil right now. So far, so good. I just have to be careful and limit my mobility, but so far, so good. I'll keep you guys posted if anything else happens, but like I said, so far, so good. And thank you for all the well wishes, by the way. Now, this might get a little interesting because I don't know. I can only talk about my perspective. What's the one thing most men look for in women? Ask any dude and maybe they'll give you a different answer. I don't know. I mean, it depends on your history. It depends on your age and what you're specifically looking for. Maybe I can just tackle it from sort of my perspective. I'm not looking for a project. If you have some healing to do, right? And there's one, example that didn't quite work out for me a few months ago. She wasn't ready. She just wasn't clearly ready, and that's too bad because she was a great, great lady. A buddy of mine, kind of the same thing. He's starting to see someone, and she's not ready. I don't want a project. You didn't ask what I don't want. See, this is the thing. Like, what's the one thing men most look for? Sensibility, communication, desirability. You have to look good on my arm. You have to know how to freaking communicate and be an effective and intelligent communicator. Know what you want and how to communicate what you want. Don't make it a guessing game. We cannot read your mind. We cannot. As much as you want us to, we cannot read your mind. We're very simple. Make it easy for us to understand you, and then things work. They just do. She's got to be ready. She's got to be ready. She's got to have put in the work, done the work to finally be ready to accept compliments, accept love and affection and attention, to the point where you don't feel off-putting about it. Like, why is this guy always complimenting me and telling me how beautiful I am and being nice to me? Like, that's what we do. And if you're not ready to receive that, that's on you. You need to do the work. Or if that's not what you want, then you need to find somebody else that doesn't treat you like that. I don't know. I could go on and on and on and on, but that's, I guess, what we're looking for, what I'm looking for. I don't know if that was even an answer. But hope that helps. What do you think the number one thing women look for in men is? I don't know, dude, ask them. Okay, great question. Very simple. How to wear a Henley full sleeve. Can I wear it with jeans or trousers? Jeans only or trousers? I'm wearing a Henley t-shirt right now, short sleeve. I wore the same shirt but in navy blue last night to dinner with a nice pair of slacks, kind of a gray pattern, subtle pattern gray slacks. With a dark brown belt and dark brown leather loafers without socks. It was warm yesterday. It was like 96 degrees here yesterday, so I went out. It was kind of a warm night. And I tucked the shirt in. You would think that this is a casual shirt. It's almost like a t-shirt. It's a Henley. There is some, I don't know if you can see this or not, but there is some texture and some shoulder detail to it. This is from Weston Boucher. Love his stuff. but I wore this same shirt in navy blue with dress trousers last night, but the shirt was tucked in. It's a nice look. You can do what you might consider a lower end, less dressy top with nice bottoms. You totally can do that. Now, I wouldn't do a t-shirt, right? I wouldn't do just a basic cotton t-shirt, but something like this with some pattern and texture on it, absolutely. So the long sleeve might even appear even more formal than something like this in short sleeve. So jeans, trousers, chinos, dress pants, you name it, you can do it. I have an event that is resort chic. Any tips on an outfit? Get well soon. Thank you, Eric. It kind of depends. That's a wide bucket there. I would probably do resort. Okay, so you got to think vacation, maybe tropical. So maybe you're doing chinos, linen pants. I'm probably doing loafers. I might not even do socks. I might even do a loose-fitting linen shirt or a pattern rayon sort of flowy shirt. I don't know if I'm doing a linen jacket or something, but that would probably fit the bill. I don't know what the weather is where you're going to be for this resort chic event, but I would think tropical, I would think resort, vacation, loose-fitting, warm weather, tropic kind of keeps coming into my mind. That's kind of where I would focus. All right, now there were a few different questions on this, and basically since you visit the wineries in Temecula, what is your wine of choice? And another one was, what is your favorite wine? I really don't discriminate. I like wine. Wine's kind of a hobby. I keep thinking about going through the sommelier program just for my own basic knowledge, just to learn more about varietals and regions and all of the things. So I do like red wine, but if it's hot out, I might do like a Pinot Grigio, something more refreshing. I might do a Fumé Blanc, and I'm not afraid to drop an ice cube in like a glass of rosé. That's fine. It might be sacrilege, but man, if you've got, say, a Sauvignon Blanc and you taste it and it's really tart, like green apple, like not ripe lime lemon kind of thing, it's like, oh, it's really tart. Drop an ice cube in it if it's hot out, or whatever you want. If you're at home, drop an ice cube in it. It'll water it down and it takes that tartness away. I know, hate me all you want, but it works. I also like a lot of reds. I'm into Pinot Noir right now. I'm really into Pinot Noir from all over the world. I do really like that funk, that sort of mushroom, stale, dirty barnyard manure smell and flavor that you get from Pinot Noirs, specifically from Napa and the Pacific Northwest. I just had a Pinot Noir last night from, oh my God, no, it was from Willamette Valley. I forget what it was. I had it for dinner last night. From Oregon, Willamette Valley, fantastic. It was clean. It wasn't too funky. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. I would say my favorite varietal, if I had to pick one, would be Sangiovese, Italian Sangiovese, Chianti. I had a Brunello that was fantastic. But dude, I like all the varietals. I could keep going, but maybe I should make a dedicated wine video. What do you think? What's one thing on your bucket list that you can share? Travel. I touched on that just a minute ago when I talked about going to Cabo. International travel, Europe travel. I want to travel. I haven't really been anywhere. I've been to some places, but I haven't done much. And it's been weird. This year has been really, the universe is trying to tell me to freaking travel, because I swear, every new person that I've met, and there's always talk about travel. And I haven't really been anywhere. I've been some places, but I've never been to Europe. And I want to go. I want to go to Australia. I want to go to Italy. I want to go to France. I want to do all the things. And that's bucket list. That's what I want to do. Very interesting question. Have you been rejected in dating and felt you need to prove yourself, even if you know you have other options? Yeah, I've been rejected. Yeah. I don't feel I need to prove myself. I don't mind, because what that does, that filters out someone who's not for me. I don't have a problem with it. If I feel, this happened not recently, months ago. Earlier this year, I met someone, super cool, went out on one date. I had a blast. I'm thinking this is the best, this is like the best date ever. It started at noon for lunch and then ended up going until like almost midnight. It was like, it wasn't supposed to be that long. It just turned into being that long. Had a great time. And I'm thinking like, this is fantastic. I'm trying to set up the next date. I'm not being overly eager. I know how to communicate. So I'm not being overly eager, but saying, had a great time. Would love to see you again. And I'm, are you available like next weekend or whatever the date was, just a few months ago. Yes, I'm available. And then the closer it got, no, I'm not available. No, my knee hurts, or I can't, whatever. And then it's like, it just wasn't going to happen. You could tell it wasn't going to happen. Cool, fine. Like, it sucked for me for a little bit because that was really cool. That felt nice to me. And then she wasn't into it, and it's like, whatever, so it's over. I don't need to prove myself to anyone for anything. I'm not that guy. If we don't gel or jive, cool. I'm going to go on my way and keep doing my thing and just stay in my lane. But I don't need to prove myself. Why? Why chase after something if that's what you mean? I'm not trying to prove to them or to prove to her or show anyone that you're the one that made a mistake. Look at me over here being all awesome, and I'm going to focus my attention on making sure they know that. That's not for me. Oh boy, Scott, you probably know. So this is my buddy Scott. Scott knows everything. What's the most embarrassing thing you did on a date? Whatever it was, Scott, you probably already know it. I don't know though, actually. I can't think of anything besides maybe talking too much that would be embarrassing. I haven't fell down. I haven't spilled anything on anyone. I haven't done anything. The most embarrassing thing you did. I don't do embarrassing things, Scott. You know that. I can't think of anything other than maybe over talking or oversharing or something like that. But otherwise, I think I handle myself pretty well. Oh yeah, first wish you a speedy recovery. Thank you very much. I had once seen a post whereby you advertised a shampoo for gray hair, purple shampoo. I'll put a link somewhere on the screen. I'll put a picture on the screen and I'll link it down below. It's Pulp Riot Barcelona. It used to be on Amazon, but now it's not. I get it from Walmart. I'll put a direct link down below. Oh boy, here we go. Favorite shoe, favorite loafer, favorite chinos, favorite 80s metal band, favorite Pinot Noir. Favorite shoe right now, loafers, suede loafers. I got a pair from Suit Supply and I got another pair. I forget who the brand is, but I'll put it on the screen right now so you can see it. I'll link to it down below also because they're really, really good. In my opinion, they're better quality than what they're priced at. So I'll leave that information down below for you. Favorite loafer, again, information's down below. Favorite chinos. I got to go back to Express. I got to give it to them about their chinos. And I know they're going out of business and that's kind of whatever that is. But I've done a lot of brand deals with Express over the years, right? And so I end up having a lot of things from Express. And one of the things that I get when they ask me to do, a promotion on YouTube is I'll order chinos. So I have a lot of Express chinos. I have a lot of Express stuff. That's why I come on and I talk about Express because I just have a lot of their stuff from doing those promos. They're just good. They fit me good. And if you don't have the same body type, maybe that's not for you. I would say Bonobos. That's another good selection. Banana Republic. Go anywhere. I mean, I have some from Perk, P-E-R-K. You order those online. I've got some other ones, a few pair, 3 pair, 4 pair actually from John Henrik. Fantastic. So those are my favorites. Favorite 80s metal band. Dude, I can't put a finger on my favorite. I mean, Slaughter is amazing. Extreme is cool. Def Leppard is cool. Motley Crue, Poison, the mainstream hair bands. There's some other obscure stuff like, oh my God, Dangerous Toys. Love Dangerous Toys, Scared. If you want to rock out in the car to a great rock driving song, ask your music, Spotify, whatever, to play Scared by Dangerous Toys and just go nuts. Will there be a spring summer review? Yes, there will be. Keep an eye on my Instagram. I don't know. I've got a lot coming up that I need to do before I leave for Cabo. I need to clean up my schedule. I need to build it out in advance so that I can take, 4 days, 5 days off. So possibly after that, I'm thinking mid-July, there's some room in the schedule for a summer outfit critique video. So follow the Instagram. Turn on notifications for my stories, and that way you'll see my stories come up, because that's when I'll release the notification to send in your pictures for the outfit, the summer outfit review. When I do it, hopefully, let's plan for July. That's midsummer. Let's go. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for sending in all of your questions. Thanks for all the well wishes. I appreciate that more than you might even know. It's very cool. It's very cool to open up my phone and go through Instagram and read a bunch of DMs of people like, you guys, it seems like you care. It seems like you give a shit, and that's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I don't know 99% of you guys, but I'm feeling the love, and that's very cool. That's really cool. All right, I'm gonna end it right here. Thank you very much for watching. Live well, and I hope to see you in the next video.